I'm here. You ready for this? This is big news. Pow! Hello. You alright? How's it going? I know, it's massive, isn't it? I said big news. Big news. I'm here. I don't live in my bedroom anymore. I've moved into a void. Which is perfect because it's actually perfectly like the greenest possible green void that I now live in. So it means that I can just hide the background. It's perfect. Welcome to the Abyss. Thanks, Tortnerd. It's lovely to be here. It's really nice. It's good stuff. How are we all doing? Welcome in, Lep, Adam, Tortnerd, anyone who's lurking possibly. How are we all doing? We're back. We're back on a new PC. It's all working fine. I had a bit of a problem with the fans being just horribly loud. Then I realised that I hadn't set the fan curves, and whoever had set the fan curves, if it was either their fault or the people who built it had set the fan curves, they were just monster. They were just like going full blast all the time. Genuinely, in the summer, I could just turn them up full time, and it would just be like an air conditioner, because they were just blowing out hot air. Oh, cold air, sorry. Just blowing out cold air. So, did it come working out the box? Yeah, so I bought it from, this is not sponsored by the way, I bought it from a company called Cyberpower, who, I think there's like an American company and a UK company. I bought it from the UK one, obviously. And yeah, so they sort of build it and test it and all that sort of thing. So it all came, I had to install Windows myself, but I chose to do that because I didn't want to pay them £80 to install Windows. Because it's like just clicking through a set of menus. You can't do it wrong. And it was that was the only thing that they offered that I thought was a bit of a rip-off. But I guess they did have to also buy the Windows key for it. So yeah, I don't know. I can install Windows myself, it's fine. Everything else, yeah, they just built it for me, tested it for me. It all works absolutely fine. We're going to get a smooth 60 FPS experience on it, hopefully. This is the first time I've tried streaming OBS. Ooh, why is that? Oh, it's because the mic arm's there, that's fine. We should get a smooth 60 FPS experience. I have been playing this a bit offline. Just testing it out. And now it comes to the... Hello, Gundy, by the way. How you doing? Welcome in. It comes to the... Do I have to say this? I've turned on the... there's a setting on Twitch now. This is the since the last time I did like a sponsored stream or a hashtag ad or anything like that. They've added a button that says branded content. Let your viewers know if this stream features branded content. This includes paid product placement, endorsement, or other commercial relationships. Now, I don't entirely know if this... I think this falls under that remit. So I'll just explain it for those who are unaware. A couple of years ago, was it a couple of years ago? Yeah, it's probably about 3 years ago now, actually. I was approached by the good people at Dovetail Games to become a Dovetail Games ambassador. Which meant that they very, very kindly gifted me keys for, at the time it was Train Sim World 2, and also, was it Bassmaster Fishing? Do you remember when I played that? I thought I'd like fishing games more than I did. Unfortunately, it was a good game. It was just, it turns out fishing games aren't my cup of tea, really. But it is what it is. And there should be music playing. Is it just the end of the song? It's the... So there's just like 2 minutes where this doesn't play anything? Okay, nice. Oh, no, there you go. Never mind. Sorry, I'm peeking out my window. We played Train Sim World 2 a lot, if you remember that. We also played Train Sim World 3 once or twice. I did the Flying Scotsman stuff, if you remember that. That was around the point where, first of all, my old PC couldn't really play the game at a good enough level for me to sort of want to make content for it, because it was getting a bit laggy, and my last PC wasn't really good. It is still right here, by the way. And so I didn't really make much stuff. And then I had my big long break where I packed everything up and did the sort of the streaming equivalent of when you're playing football with a load of people and you bring the football with you, but you get annoyed, so you just take the football and just take it home with you. So everyone else, that's not really an equivalent situation, but that's what it felt like. And in that time, they brought out Train Sim World 4, and I never really got to play that because, again, I had started making streams and stuff again by that time, but it wouldn't run well enough, and I didn't think I could do it justice. However, all the DLCs and content and stuff from Train Sim World 4 carry over to Train Sim World 5, so we're going to do a Train Sim World 4 route today in Train Sim World 5. We might do another one as well if I've got time. I'll get to that in a bit, though. But they've been really patient about it in terms of me, you know, like taking a long break and, you know, my PC not being able to run the other ones that great. They've been really accommodating and very, very kindly, like even kindlier than when I was streaming and stuff, gave me a key for Train Sim World 5. And like I said, all the DLCs and stuff carry over, so it's crazy. Do you want to see how many fucking... I can choose from any of these, which is quite mad. You can't see this one here. It's like a Christmas one. We might do that around Christmas. It's called the Holiday Express Runaway Elf. Could do that around Christmas. It'd be pretty good. Would have been quite funny to do it today on the 1st of November because it is technically Christmas now, but it is what it is. Sorry, let me catch up on chat. Forgive me. I just need to explain that because I feel like that's a nice, transparent thing to do. And I think I actually have to do that legally. So, yeah. Got something in my life. Simon Burpow. I was thinking this went against typing out because I thought, no, it doesn't work. Good on you, tall nerd. I think you made the right decision there. Sorry, it stunk. It stunk like shit from a butt, as people say. Bonjour, doing goo. Nice. Is this the game with the Zwolle Groningen connection? So, I was telling Gundy about this. They are adding that as DLC. It's in the roadmap. It's not in it yet. It's not in it yet, but it will be at some point. Probably some point next year, I think, if I can remember the roadmap correctly. So the next DLC that comes out for this is Boston MBTA, so like the Boston commuter sort of trains. There is a Boston route that I've got already, but I think it's like it's either an extension of it or just a different route. I can find it. Yeah, I've got the Boston Sprint one, so I think the next one's Boston MBTA, like a commuter one to Providence, which you'll remember from Fallout 4 if you've ever played that, and Boston, of course. Fallout 4 reference. Then I think that comes out on the 12th of November. Could be wrong. It got delayed for a couple of weeks while they sort of like put some finishing touches on it. Then I think about 10 or 15 days after that, they're bringing out the West Coast Main Line. I think it's Settle to Carlisle, I think. Again, could be wrong. Probably should have this information on me. This is all information that's available somewhere. And there's a load of other routes they're bringing out. They're bringing out a Cardiff like city network kind of thing, which looks quite good. They're also adding a Japanese one, which looks fantastic. Like the scenery from it is like incredible. What's it called? Does it begin with a T? No. Does it begin with an L? No. Hang on. Should I... Let me just get the roadmap up. I don't want to be mucking things up. So they're adding MBTA commuter, West Coast Main Line Preston to Carlisle. Not, did I say Settle? Preston to Carlisle, sorry. Manchester Airport commuter, Cargo Line Volume 3 intermodal, and a Dutch route, an unnamed Dutch route. They're also adding Spoorlijn Zwolle to Groningen, which is the one you're talking about, Gundy, with the ICM3s, which we've got in Minecraft, by the way, if anyone's been in the Minecraft server. They're adding, it's called the Tadami line. Aizu to Wakamatsu. Google Tadami line. If you want to see some pictures of that, it looks incredible. If they can get that like right, which they usually do, sort of scenery wise, it'll be something. It'll really be something. Let me show you what I'm looking at. There you go. You can have a look at that in your spare time. For now, you're watching this stream. Folks, we're going to do the East Coast main line because I went on this when I you already clicked. Is that bad? Yeah, it's terrible, Gundly. What are you playing at? What are you playing at? Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it? Yeah, some really good. There's apparently one spot where there's 3 you can like train spotters go, and there's 3 bridges that like you can see in a line of view, and it's just surrounded by forest. It looks crazy. It looks so good. I'm going to jump into the East Coast main line. I want to mention one other thing before we do this, is that this game, I don't know if you remember this years ago, I made a Twitter thread about games that I really like to see. And there was Courier Simulator was one of them, I believe. I have another one written down that I came up with the other day. Train Dispatcher Simulator. I feel like that'd be quite good, or like a train like signaler simulator sort of thing. That'd be really interesting. One of the games was Conductor Simulator, where you basically go through the train and you check people's tickets, and it'd be like a Papers, Please kind of thing. This game has a conductor mode. They've added a conductor mode. Few drawbacks. One, they only work on new routes, I believe. I don't know if they're going to like add them to the old routes somehow. I don't know if that's possible, but they're only available on some of the new routes and some of the new trains. And it's not much for Papers, Please kind of. Well, it is a little bit. We might play a bit at some point. Maybe not today, but at some point. It is good. I feel like it could do with a couple of like improvements, little improvements. Because, oh, why has Twitch got my view count on the stream manager? Let's get rid of that right now. Really don't want to be looking at how many people are not watching this. 1 second, everyone. How do I edit stream manager panels? Is it because I'm on a new get rid of my follower account as well? I really don't want to be seeing that. Okay. Is that it? Done? How do I can't press save layout changes. No, I don't want to see that. Okay, no, it's fine now. It's being weird. Yeah, it's good, but it could be better. But if they do make it better, and I think they will, it has the potential to be like really good. There's one thing I don't like about it is that when you see someone who's not got the right ticket, you sort of just say to them, like, you have to either buy a new ticket or get off at the next stop. I don't want to be doing that. I want to be fining these people £100 plus the standard fare ticket as they do in the UK, or you know, however it is in the rest of the world, wherever you are. I want to be, you know, really sort of authoritarian about it. You know, to my inner dictator, I want to be going through and fining people. I want physical violence. Left one's physical violence. I'm not so sure about that. Like, I feel like I could just like, you know, get away with it with words. But you know, libertarians. Yeah. No, mate, I don't want. Yeah, exactly. If someone's got the wrong ticket, if you're traveling from London to Milton Keynes and your ticket says Milton Keynes to Manchester, I'm not just going to say to you, you have to buy a new ticket or get off the next stop. And also, if you do say to them, you've got to buy a new ticket or get off the next stop, you don't actually issue them a new ticket. You sort of just like, there's no sort of peril for them. It is really good in terms of like the routine that you go through where you like unlock that little panel by the doors and then press the buttons to open the door that you're opening. Make sure the platform's all clear and then opening the doors to let everyone else get off and on, and then all that sort of thing. You know what they see when they like twist that little guard key that they've got and they press the little signal button to let the driver know that everything's clear and all that stuff. That's really good. They've absolutely nailed that, to be fair. It's just a little bit more of the like ticket checking and stuff that I'd like to see a little bit more. I wouldn't say variety, but just a little bit more to the mechanics of it. But that's my honest opinion. I'm not. I don't have to be honest with them. Oh no, I do have. No, well, I don't have to be honest, but I'd like to be honest. They've not told me that I have to be really nice to them, so. You know, I'm not afraid to say if I think something could be better. Sue me, cancel me if you want. We're going to do Doncaster to Peterborough, everyone. I want people to be kicking off. Yeah, exactly. I want to be calling the British Transport Police. I want to be doing the... I don't know how they do this, but I want to be reading out the... you know, they have that little script that they read at the start, where they're like, this train stops here, 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 and here. If you see anything suspicious, see it, say it's sorted, and all that crap. I want to be doing that. Whereas they haven't got that in, which is fine. So we're going to be going into Class 801 LNER, which is the Azuma. Hardly know. Stream title, of course. And one thing I do like about this, that I don't know if it was in it the last time I played Train Sim World, is that they have like a livery designer. So you can make liveries. I know you can also download other people's liveries. So they've got like the standard LNER one here. But I've also got one that has, I'll show you it, it's pretty good. You'll see it when we get into the thing. And what we'll do is should we go north or south? Let's make it like September. Let's make it light clouds. I don't want it to be raining because that just stresses me out. I was doing one of the scenarios and it was like, it was just a mess. Let's do King's Cross to York, but all we're going to be doing is, all that's in this is Peterborough to Doncaster. So there's Peterborough, Doncaster, and I think there's a few stops. There'll be Grantham, Newark, Northgate, I think, Retford. But there's not that many stops, so it'll be nice to have a little bit of a chat. We'll listen to a little bit of Miles Davis. I did practice this route, and I almost got to the end. Before I ran a red, because I'm like that. So I'm also going to be doing the safety thing. So we've got the what's it called? DVD, driver vigilance device, whatever it's called. Right. So unlock the doors. See, it's got the whole LGBTQ kind of livery on. Pretty good, isn't it? Right. Let's open the doors. People are getting off. So we're setting off at 11:59. I don't know how good I'm going to be at this multitasking, like reading chat at the same time and all that sort of stuff, but we'll give it a laugh. Just eating some chucky diggies, if that's alright. Yeah, no problem, mate. Go for it. We're also going to turn on vigilance. And also, I don't think you have to turn both of them on, but we're going to do it just in case. I'm going to turn this music. Is the music too quiet for you? And also you're going to have to let me know about the game volume, actually. I'm going to turn it up a bit because I think the game volume might be a bit quiet. Because it's a kind of a quiet game. Music can get pumped up. It's really loud for me. So I think what I need to do probably is go filters. I've got a compressor on it. I probably just need to turn that down. How's that? Is that turning it down really? I can't. Oh no, that's turning it down really far. Let's just turn it down to like a ratio of 2 to 1. So it'll turn down a little bit, and also the threshold I might turn it up to be like -30. And turn the attack down a bit. Sorry, this is like one of the few things I learned at university how to do properly, so I'm going to make the most of it. Nice. Okay. The music's just... Ooh, is it lagging a little bit for you? Oh, it shouldn't be now. I don't know why I was doing that. It was a little bit... Seems a little bit quiet. Right, okay, we've got to sort all this out before we go. Master key on, reverse, it needs to go to forward. On max brake, that's fine. That's the automatic warning system, so we need to press Q every time the alarm comes on, I believe. So in 4, 3, 2, 1, we're going to lock the doors. Perfect. And we're going to get going. I'm going to turn this right up. And then we'll just work down. Okay. Yeah. Means I could also turn the music up a little bit. Here we go. Massive this, isn't it? What a moment. We're really big. Is it framey for you? Was that framey? Because on OBS on the preview it looked framey. It should not be framey. Was that framey? Is this framey? Oh crap, I'm going too fast. Don't think so? Good. If it gets framey, because on my preview for OBS, that looks really bad. If it is, smooth as hell. Oh, perfect. So what I'm doing, I'm getting a smooth 60. A bit of stutter. Okay, let me know if it should get better when we get out of the station. Here we go. We can proper go for it now. 125 mile an hour speed limit in a second. Is it stuttery? Okay, we can fix that. I have got the settings on stupidly high in terms of like the screen percentage. So it's actually playing at 4K at the moment, but it's just like being scaled down. So we can probably turn that down a little bit. Let me know if that's any better. It is a little bit stuttery when you go into stations and stuff, but other than that, like now, it should be perfect. Okay, if it does get stuttery, any levels need turning up or down, especially with the game, do let me know. This is kind of a test stream. Obviously, I'll watch it back at some point, but yeah. Look at it go. It's a long one as well. Butter now, lovely stuff. One thing I do like about this, and I don't know if this was in the last game that I played, top right, it shows you all the signals that are up ahead and what they're on, so you can see at the... that's the driver vigilance thing. I have to press Q every time that alarm comes on. You can see at the top right, there's like a green and then the yellow and stuff like that, so we know if like 2 or 3 miles ahead, if there's any red signals that we need to watch out for, which I'll probably skip over. Probably drive through them anyway because I'm like that. Oh, yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? It's nice. It's lovely stuff. So I went on one of these, which isn't much of a surprise since it's an incredibly busy train route. Next stop in 26 miles, by the way, if you can see that, which I believe is Grantham, home of Margaret Thatcher. And I know how much a few of you in the chat, Tall Nerd, love Margaret Thatcher. So we're going to her birthplace now. Isn't that exciting? That's a joke, by the way, for anyone watching on like YouTube or anything like that. Not Tall Nerd. Tall Nerd, he loves Margaret Thatcher. He never shuts up about it. But so you can see there's a red coming up, and I'm gonna start slowing down for it just in case, because well, we'll just coast for a bit and we'll just see what it comes. I think there's a train a little bit ahead of us. We'll be stopping there at 12:18, if you can see that there, 12:18, we'll be stopping at Grantham. Probably stop for a few minutes, that's when we have to arrive there, not when we have to leave, so that's good. Tian has a heavily soiled picture of it under his pillow. That's a horrible, horrible mental image, Leopard, but thanks. Oh, I've just turned the reverser on to reverse. Didn't mean to do that. That's... Hang on, we're slowing down. What's the buttons? I'm panicking. That's fine. This should be on forward. Shit. Sorry, everyone. Hop off and keep the vending machines. Good on you, Let. Good on you. Quick payment of respects at the statue. Yeah, is it near the station, do you know? I wouldn't know. Never been to Grant. I mean, I've been past it. Like I said, I keep getting to this point and I get distracted. I have been on this train before when I went to Brighton last year. I've always wanted to go on one of these really long trains down to London. I think at the time when I was really into it, it would have been the Class 43s, the IC125s, which are in this, although I don't think they're on LLER. They would have been GNER, I think, when I was a kid. With the sort of, I think it was a black livery. I think there is a statue to Tormod. I think there is one. I think so. Anyway, I've always wanted to be on one of these trains. I don't know why. Just the fact that it's really long. I think it's that kind of like small fish in a big pond kind of feeling. Especially like when I went into London for the first time. I've never been to London. I really like that small fish in a big pond feeling. As long as it's comfortable. Like, I don't want to be in a big crowd. I just want to be in a big sort of bustling but not ridiculously crowded place. I really like that. That nice little level crossing there. That's lovely, isn't it? Oh look, all green's up ahead now. So let's go for it. I'm not speeding. Can you use the toilets in this? You can't, Leb. I wish you could. That would be good, wouldn't it? I wish you could use the toilets in the train station, so like you just have to like rush off and just go through a piss quickly. That would be good. There's like collectible things you can do in this. Like I think on each route there's like you can put up like route maps. So there's like a number of route maps that you've got to put up on like empty map boards. You know, something for the people who like doing that sort of collectible kind of thing. I'm not so bothered about that personally. Just me. But here's what it is. A lot of level crossings on this route, which I find really interesting. Look at that. Quick poo. Yeah, exactly. Wouldn't it be good? Wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice? Remember that one? It's nice, this, isn't it? You just have a chat, look at the scenery go by. I don't know what half this stuff does. But that's fine. We don't need it. I didn't even do a tutorial for this train. It's thankfully quite a simple train. All the throttle and brakes on one handle, which is nice and easy for me. And then I've just got the AWS on, and that's it. Pretty much just like plug and play. Some of the older trains are a lot more difficult. You have to like turn in loads of wheels and pulling loads of levers and stuff, and it's fine. I'm sure it's fine, but I you know me, I hate learning. I hate tutorials. I just want to get in the train and just bucket, you know. So a photo of Mick Lynch in the cockpit? No, I wonder if you could mod that in. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Just have a photo of him there. Or have him, even just have him sat there. You know, like in Truck Simulator, when you could mod it, so you could put like Darth Vader in the passenger seat and stuff. Could do something like that. One thing I also want to show you in this, I don't know if this was in the last Train Sim world that I played, it might have been introduced in 4. Photo mode. It's really good. It's a very good photo mode. You can just stop it at any point. Obviously choose your camera angle and all that sort of thing. There's loads of settings here, and this is the thing that I really like about it. You can actually, now I can change what the weather's like. So if I want to just make it look like it's January now, all the leaves have come off the trees. Or make it like, maybe like evening. Oh, I mean, it hasn't got the lights on, but you know what I mean. You can change like the amount of snow on the ground and all this sort of thing. You can change it so it's like really wet and raining. You can change it so it's really foggy. Change the cloud level and all this sort. Well, you can't really see that with the fog density, but or the precipitation. You can change the amount of clouds in the sky. So that's like obviously really cloudy there. Or you can just have like just a few in the background. It's nice, isn't it? Like if you want to get, I got a really good picture. If anyone follows me on Blue Sky, I got a really good picture of a little pacer train, class 142, at Blackpool North yesterday. And it's just the most miserable photo of a train, but it's like very quintessentially British, just like a really old crap train. It was like sunset, it was raining. Is this music? That music's so loud for me. I think it's a new album, so it's a new album. What year was this released? 1957. It's a new album. It's my pick for album of the year. Miles Davis, Miles Ahead. Pretty new, yeah, it's pretty new. In the grand scheme of like human history, it's very droll, isn't it, Larry? It's good, isn't it? It's nice. Two phones. Yeah, two phones. I think one is, you can contact the signal on this one, just as proceed as signals indicate. Never seen it say anything else, but I think in some of the scenarios that you can do, so there's like there's 3 modes for this. There's like timetable, where you just like pick a timetable train and drive there. There's free roam, where you can just sort of walk around and stuff, but then I think you can start scenarios and just like get on a train and all that sort of thing. And there's also scenarios where there's like specific scenarios that you've got to deal with, like it's really snowy and you're doing a commute or like a train ride for people going to a football match or something like that. I think is one of the ones from an old one that I remember. But I just like doing the timetable ones. Just get on a train and just take it somewhere, you know. It's nice. He said it. My day's been made. Yeah. Very droll. Little cup holder there. Isn't that nice? We could probably get off and just have a look. Oh shit! No, hang on. We can't do that. I've got my foot on the vigilance pedal, so if I get up, then it doesn't like it. Completely forgot about that. Just shows how oppressed train drivers really are, in a sense. It's like 1984. You have to actually look at what you're doing when you're driving the train. Can't get up and like have a walk around and just talk to people. Bit crap, isn't it? Slaves to the system, yeah. Exactly. No wonder they went on strike. By the way, I'd just like to say here at BapyCal Streams and everyone at BapyCal Corporation fully endorse all the train strikes for 2 reasons. 1, get that bread, and 2, you're pissing off the right people. So good on you. I think they should go on strike again. Why not? Why not? Keep the door open, invite passengers to the front for a chat. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Wake up, cake up. Let the kids in. Yeah. Hey, do you want to press this button? No, not that one. We need that one to live. Remember when Homer's they think Homer's a pilot in The Simpsons. And he's looking at all the buttons and he just goes... And the wheels come up. In a normal train limit, of course, Lem. Sit here and keep that pedal down. Whenever you hear this beeping, smash that button. By the way, I just want to compliment them on the sound design for this game, because some of the button pressing noises are unbelievably satisfying. I could press that all day. I could be so vigilant with that. We are going to have to slow down a little bit because the speed limit's 115 around here. It's very clicky, isn't it? Yeah, it's nice. There's some other buttons, like the ones where you can like flick them from one side to the other. They're just very, very nice sounds. It's really good stuff. Jesus. Oh. Is there wildlife you can hit? Sadly not, Leopard. I know you'd love to just be like smashing some deers in this and stuff, but I don't think that is a thing in this, unfortunately. Do we need to slow down? 4 miles away? No, we don't need to slow it down. What am I talking about? When we get to... when I was doing this route the other day, I think I figured it out. When I get to about 1.1 miles away, we just go max brake. And we should roughly get there. Roughly. Didn't have to wave to the other driver. I can tell you no one's up. Yeah, I always forget. Hiya, Knights. How's it going? Welcome in. Lovely to see you. For anyone watching as well, this will be going up on YouTube after I finish the stream, which I won't be on for very long today. Just a quick morning one, just to test things out. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, it'll be up on YouTube. If we do more of these, they'll all be going on YouTube. I have got some old Train Sim stuff on YouTube as well. There's a fair few Train Sim World 2 streams that are on YouTube. Oh, we'll just coast. But be warned, I'm not like an expert at trains at all. Having said that, I've gotten into trains a little bit over the last few months, mostly because of Fruits. We've been building a lot of trains and stuff in Minecraft, based off like real trains and stuff. So me and Fruits have been doing a lot of train talk, which has been really nice, and I've gotten into trains a little bit more than I had before. So, you know. Ooh, fuck that one up. Alright, 1.1 miles. Miles, get it? Miles Davis is playing as well. We're going to go max brake. Is it max brake or is it min brake that I did this with? I think it was max brake. It doesn't matter. Look, we're like 2.5 minutes ahead of schedule. Look, we're fine. So we're in Grantham now, home of Margaret Thatcher. Tall nerd, if you want to get off. Pay your respects to the statue. Lep, if you want to go and like chuck a rock at the statue, go for it. Go nuts. You're getting off. Fair enough, mate. Oh shit, I just went on the emergency brake. I always press the wrong button in that. I think we can probably hold off a little bit here. So it is rough. I think 1.1 miles is like the right amount of time, roughly. You could probably do... You could... I don't know if you could get away with 1 mile, actually. It sort of also depends at the speed you're going at before that, but... You know. Look at that. Ooh. Going off for a quick shot. Lovely stuff, Let. Enjoy. Oh, this is nice, this, isn't it? Something very satisfying about nailing this. That's as good as it's going to get, folks. Ooh, wrong button. Sorry, there you go. It's not going to get much better than that. Oh, we could get off here for a bit, actually. We've got 3.5 minutes to kill, so... Just climb down there. Look at that. Whoever made this livery, I can't remember who made this livery, sorry, it does say on the livery design, and maybe we'll go back to it at the end. Whoever's designed this livery, like in the game, I guess in real life as well, has done a real good job, because this is exactly what it looks like.
For your safety and comfort, this station operates a no smoking policy.
No smoking, folks.
Includes e-cigarettes.
Includes e-cigarettes, LEP. I know what you're like with your disposable vapes, chucking them in the sea when you're done with them and everything like that. Think of the turtles, mate. It's embarrassing. We are also on an angle here because well, we've stopped on a curve, and because some trains don't stop here, they have to barrel through this. The tracks are on an angle, but your character doesn't align to the angle, which is really strange when you're doing conductor mode on the Pendolinos, which are the ones that like go quite big angles, because you're sort of walking down the aisle and the train is just like all wonky. It's quite strange. But yeah, it's not a big problem, is it? Don't even use them, I just buy them to throw them in local rivers, pods and oceans. Good stuff, Flip. It's nice to see you picking up a hobby. You always sort of sat about in your house, and it's just nice to see you getting out and about and, you know, doing something you really enjoy. I really like that. Good stuff. Turtles love a vape. Yeah, that's true. Love standing in the spot for a train when the door lines up directly with you. Yeah, I've nailed that at a Guiseley train station, which is near me. I know exactly where to stand, so the train stops in the right place. Of course, in some places, I think in some places in like Japan and stuff, they actually have like a barrier with like set gates, so the train has to stop in exactly the right place, otherwise it doesn't align with the gate that's along the platform. It's strange. It's not that strange, actually. It's really safe. It's just that you've got to align it like perfectly. Some tubes have that. Ah, I didn't know that. Didn't know that. Hiya, Snore. How's it going? Welcome in. Give the high octane train action. You're not missing out. I mean, you are missing out. You've missed out on like 45 minutes of hot, steamy train action. It's not steamy, it's electric. We're doing the East Coast Main Line from Peterborough to Doncaster. Currently stopped at Grantham. I believe the next stop is Newark Northgate. And then we stop at Retford. And then I believe it's Doncaster after that. Elizabeth Line. Oh yeah, it's a pretty new one then, isn't it? Is it the new one, the Elizabeth Line? I've never been on the tube. I've only been to London once, really. So, thankfully not been on the tube. I don't think I'd like that. I think it's too chaotic. I remember when I went to... hang on, I've got to get this right. Let me concentrate. Let's close the doors. No, let's close the doors. Fucking idiot. Super stuff. And let's go to Newark Northgate. A long time since I've been treated to your face, so it's a marvellous day. Well, get used to it, Snore. Don't get used to it. I might not do it anymore. I was just wanting to test out the NVIDIA replay thing. Thanks for showing me the thing in OBS, by the way, because I didn't realise it was actually a thing in OBS that you could just turn on like a filter. I thought you had to do it through NVIDIA Broadcast and then put that into OBS, and it just didn't like me doing that. It was a weird one. So in about 10 minutes, we're going to stop at Newark Northgate. 13 miles. It is handy, yeah, it's really handy. I tried the eye contact thing, I don't like it, it creeps me out. It's a bit horrible. It's a bit icky. They just don't look like my eyes when it's like that. The eye contact's not part of it, no, but whatever. It's fine, I don't need that. I wouldn't want that. It's a bit terrifying. I was going to say something before we set off, and I was like, I don't want to get distracted by this routine that I've got to undertake. Can't remember what it was though, so it can't have been important. Don't know. Should you wear glasses? Sometimes the eyes appear over the glasses. I love that. I did it for a week at work. It's so... It doesn't even look good, is the thing. I don't think it looks good. But to each their own, I guess. It's nice, isn't it? It's good stuff. What a noise. You can get your hand behind one fake eye. Ugh. That's horrible. We're just going to coast for a bit. Oh, actually, no, we're not. Because it goes to 125 now. So, does it? Yes, it does. Do you ever get emergencies like this? So I think in the scenarios that you can do, Adam, I think yes. Yeah, there are. Not like terrible emergencies, you know, it's not like train crashes or anything like that, but yeah, I think there's some scenarios that have you sort of I think that's why things like this are a thing, contact signaler and all that sort of thing. Yeah, I've never really tried it though. We may try that at some point. At the start, I'm just gonna, you know, I'm easing my way back into this game after a long time. I think it's nice to just start with a little bit of something easy, you know. We'll just coast through a bit. We'll have a laugh with it. Get your train legs back. Yeah, exactly. Get your train legs back. A little level crossing here. Should we go on the old? It's lovely there, isn't it? It's super stuff. Sounds like Monzo does a bit. There's a lot of... One thing about this game that... I wouldn't say I don't like it, because it doesn't happen often. And I also don't know if it's realistic or not. It could actually be. It doesn't feel like it is that some of the train sound effects... Hiya, mate. That's for you, Len. Some of the train sound effects go very Dopplery at times. I don't know how to explain it, but you can sort of sometimes do it. I don't know. I think when you go really, really fast, like if you're going a stupid speed, like way over the speed limit, your train just starts doing this very strange Dopplery kind of starts sounding a bit like a hairdryer. It's strange. It's not, it does not happen often. It's just one of those things that every time I hear it, I just so it's a bit jarring. But it is what it is. Aside from that, like I said, I'm not a massive train head. Or whatever they're called. Are they called train heads? They should be. Sound-wise, audio-wise, as someone who has a degree in music tech, which doesn't really qualify me at all. Hiya, mate. I think it sounds fine. I'm not one of those people who hears the sound of a train and goes, that's not accurate. It doesn't sound like that. It needs more of this or it needs more of that. I'm not saying people are like that are always making it up, but sometimes I do think that people like that are sometimes I think they're just saying that. It's another one there, look. And another one here. I'm not going to stop for this one. Sometimes I think they just say that just to sound smart, you know. I don't know. I think it's like those sort of, you get like audio files and stuff like that, and God knows I've learned some of them in my time, and they're like, I can hear the difference between, you know, when people say they can really tell the difference between like highest quality MP3 in a FLAC. Now, I do believe those people exist. I do believe some people are putting it on. I don't think it's as many people as people say. You know, Fallout 3 Trainhead. Yeah, exactly like that. God, remember that? What time? Claypool, as I call it, Les. Very good. That's a solid reference there. I like that. You're a man after my own heart, Snore, with references like that. Get a few more of those in. See where you end up. No idea what I meant by that. I'm sort of not paying attention to what I'm talking about at this point. We're going a bit slow. It's because we're coasting a bit, so we'll speed up a little bit. Once we get to about 1.1 again, we'll slow down. Because I think that's about right. It's good enough. We you know, if it's too early, then we can just sort of chug along at 20 miles per hour for a bit of it, because we've got 2.5 minutes to go. Just over a mile, so I think we'll be fine. Basically racing, yeah, exactly. It's class, isn't it? Consider yourself a train racist, mate. You've earned it. I'm not happy with that label, Lep. Is that? I'm sorry. I don't like that. I don't want to be called a train racist. I keep going to emergency brake packs. Press the wrong button every time. It's not a name I'm comfortable with. Let's slow down. Come on. Let's go max brake now. Actually, we'll get to about 10 miles an hour and then. So this is Newark Northgate. Anyone ever been to Newark Northgate? Or Newark? Anyone? No? No one? Hopping off for a fat piss. You only went like 10 minutes ago then. And we're here with just under a minute to spare. So you can stick that in your pipe and smoke it. We're bossing this. The one thing is, I think between Retford and before we get to Doncaster, I think if it's the same timetable that I did the other day when I was practicing this, which I don't know if it is or not, it might be. There's a red signal before we get to Doncaster. And I passed it last time, it's like literally right before Doncaster, it turns red. And if you go past a red thing, then it ends the whole scenario, because it's like quite serious. It's not like Truck Sim where if you pass a red you go, oh, you're fine, £500. Train Sim, you pass a red, that's it. Game over. It uninstalls itself as well. But in real life, like when people pass a red like that, I think they get they basically just sort of, sometimes they'll just get taken off the train there. I think sometimes they get taken off at the next stop. And then they have to get like drug and alcohol tested and stuff like that. Like, it's really quite serious. As it should be. Joel, welcome in. Thanks for the gift sub to HMS Pinafore. How many subs? How many months is that now? 10-month sub for HMS Pinafore. It's crazy. Why is Epic Store open? That shouldn't be. Why is EA open? Yeah. Thank you very much, Joel. Welcome in. How's it going? The re-download is the real punishment? Yeah, exactly. And considering the amount of DLCs I've got, it's a big download. It's, should we see how big the game is? It's, on my hard drive, it's 287.99 gigabytes. So, put something in my eye. 288 gigabytes. It's a pretty big one. And I've not even got all the DLCs for it. I noticed that. There's quite a few that I've not got. A good... I mean, there's like 110 DLCs for this game, which is kind of crazy. But... yeah. You see, can you see... I don't know if you can see this on stream, but sort of like there. There's a little bit of shimmering with the textures. That'll be because... I had to turn the screen percentage down a little bit. If I have the screen percentage up to 200%, which I can do when I'm not streaming, that is fine. Like, it's perfect. It doesn't shimmer or anything like that. It's not the end of the world, really. You know, you can't see it that well. It's doing it a little bit on that sign as well. I don't know if you can see that, but if that's bugging you, I'm sorry. Excited for Flight Sim 2024, not hogging on my hard drive space. They've changed it. Even the map's just streamed in. Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Right. In 13 minutes, I'm going to get to Retford. For now. Look, we'll sit on the platform. We'll stand on the platform, watch the train take off. It's all a bit of a blur. Is this game real time? Yeah. Well, it's not real time in the sense that it's 12:33 at the moment, but it's real time in the sense that it's a real train he's controlling too. Yeah. Yeah, it's real time in the sense that it's like actual seconds. Yeah, it'd be a bit naff if it wasn't. It's not like Truck Sim where it can be abbreviated a bit. Yeah, it's real time. It's good, isn't it? It's a one-to-one scale recreation. Yeah, I really like that. It's good stuff. So once we've done this one, I think we'll get into Doncaster about 1 o'clock, I think. 1 o'clock in-game, so about half an hour from now, probably. All being well. We could maybe do a little short route after that, possibly, if I've got time. I'll go up there and bung a poo at the window. Thanks, Len. Appreciate that. Have you made a joke about strikes yet? We did have... Yeah, we did. Did we? Yeah, we did. We have 1 or 2. One or two. Got a pick of lick minch in the cockpit, or whatever it's called in the train. I always call it a cockpit. I think it's just called a cabin. Dick pit. Very droll, leopard. Look at this little signal box here. Battery lane. It's nice, isn't it? Now, when I was doing this route the other day, and I'm going to go into photo mode when we go past it, if we've not gone past it already. When I was doing this route the other day, there was a thing I went past, and I was like, imagine it was a little house. I'm hoping we haven't gone past it yet. There's a little house on the right-hand side. Right next to this, like, high-speed line. And I was just thinking, like, imagine living there. Like, every 15 minutes you've got a train barreling past. Very droll still, I think. Yeah, it is, Joel. I mean, given how long we did, like, Hardly Know Her and stuff like that for, I'm going to have to stop braking. No, I'm not. It scared me then. Hiya, mate. Oh, he's got the skin as well. Nice. Yeah, never stop being a thing. We did Hardly Know. I mean, freaking Hardly Know is in the stream title right now. We're still doing that. Freaking point it was, yeah. It's absolute porridge brain stuff, but I feel like we've moved it through enough layers of irony with it now that it's kind of fine to just sort of do again every now and then. Very Droll is very much alive. It's mostly just Leopard keeping it alive at the moment, I would say. But it is what it is. Christ. Carlton. Just a bit unprovoked. Yeah, it's because you're here though, Let. It's just because you're here. It's an escape route. Lep says it when he's been done. Yeah, pretty much. It's like, do you remember that time when Gilbert Gottfried, like 2 weeks after 9/11, did a show, like a comedy roast or something like that, and he did a 9/11 joke, and fucking everyone, like the entire room, turned against him, and so he just fell back on the what's the joke? The aristocrats? That joke that it's like his fallback. Like if he's lost the crowd, he just does that one, and immediately he'll win them all back. It's exactly like that. Lep's, Lep's against the wall. He's down for the count, and he just goes, very droll. And it's like, oh, Lep. You know? Fakes a heart attack, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Hiya, Mouse. How's it going? Welcome in. Lovely to see you. I think we went past that house I was talking about. I've got a picture of it somewhere, but I can't be bothered showing it. There was just a little house on the right hand side with a little trampoline and swings and stuff. Just next to a big freaking high speed line. But it is what it is. Crap. I thought that was the things lifting up. It's okay, work is work. Sorry to hear that. Glad you're doing okay though. As long as it's okay in the sort of acceptable sense, you know. So, gamers, I might do a few more of these streams at some point. I don't know when. Just like little morning ones for a couple of hours. We just do a little train route. We have a little chat. And that's it. And I think that'd be really nice. Just to do a little train route every now and then. If anyone's got any suggestions for any train routes, look through the Train Sim World 5 DLC. There's 110 of them. It's kind of ridiculous. Because they all carry over from previous games. But if anyone's got any suggestions for a particular train or a train route, as I know you all do, let me know. There are, for the ones in the Minecraft server, the laggy double-decker is in this. The IC125 is in this. Class 43, that is. It's called IC. I called it IC125 in Minecraft. The Class 142 is in this, which I have built but not yet timetabled in Minecraft. The big Dutch ones aren't in this yet, but they will be at some point, and when they are, we will definitely play this. Play that, even. We'll go to, I might even get Gundy coming up on stream and do, you know, he can talk us through Zvola, and he can talk about the neighbours' kids and stuff like that. Sounds bizarre with no context, so I'm going to leave it. Release day stream of Boston to Worcester MBTA route. Yeah, I could even snore, depending on when the embargo is. Maybe even do it the day before. Wouldn't that be exciting? Wouldn't that be exciting? Oh shit, we're going too fast. Can you get a little conductor hat? Yeah, I should do, shouldn't I? I have got a hat that says Train Sim World 2 that they gave to me. Kind of outdated now, but it's vintage, it's retro, you know? What a treat that would be. You spoiler streamer. I know. You get to see the Boston MBTA one day early. It might be, I don't know, sometimes they're like 24 hours early. I don't know. The American trains, I did try some of the Boston ones a couple of days ago. Some of the, oh, we're nearly there, like. Some of the Boston trains, like the American trains, are really tricky for me to get my head around. One, because they're old and I say crap, but they're old. And Americans are just, you're right, mate. Americans are just very weird as a people. Yeah. Why are my windscreen wipers turning on? It's not raining, is it? Yeah. Typing out Wi-Fi passwords. What? Vintage, that... Oh, I'm not even going to bother with that. Why are the windscreen... Did I press a button that turned the windscreen wipers on? I'm going to have to figure this one out. That's probably what it was. Never mind. Here we go. Oh shit, we're way over the limit here. There we go. It's alright now. Oh, not emergency. Always press that. So we're here. Nearly 2.5 minutes early. It's pretty good. Just flicking knobs and buttons, yeah. And doing stuff on the train as well. Now that's droll. Now that's what I call droll. Look at this guy. Prick. Oh shit, I need a break. Little bit over. Little bit over. Forgot to brake. That's fine. Worse things have happened. Release the door. So we're here until 12:51. So we're way ahead of schedule here. Oh, that's a bit of it's a bit of a tricky one. Interesting thing about this station, interesting, is that it's got this big fence coming across here, and I wondered why that was, and it's because if I show you. In fact, I can just do this, and it won't skip time. I have to get in the train though. Hang on. It's because high-speed trains pass the other side of it, so they don't want people getting sucked off. As the old Peter K routine goes. Remember Peter K? Who remembers Peter K? See? Case in point. Nice. Fine people of Retford, thank you for your service. Assume you can find any fine people in Retford. That's probably really droll, Snorbuckle. You're from closer to Retford than I am, so I don't know if that's funny or not. I'm sure it was though. Yeah. I don't even know where Retford is, apart from south of Doncaster and north of Newark. Just get on for a piss. Anyone want any? You're alright, Lep. Thanks for asking though. My mate who used to work at a depot got the train to the first station 20 minutes late and cost the company 20k. Everyone at the station was raging. I loved that. Yeah, trains when they're late cost a lot of money. I was very surprised when I found out about that. Thankfully, I'm incredibly early with this. Who remembers? Exactly. Never been to I've never been to Retford, but a colleague of mine from Retford isn't exactly enthused about it. Is anyone generally enthused about where they live? Lep, probably. That's kind of it. Is anyone else really sort of like, oh, I love, you know, I personally don't mind Leeds. I think it's perfectly acceptable. I will talk shit about it at any given opportunity though, because it's just funny, you know, just funny, innit? It's all about the bit. Beanies flavour coffee. November 1st means it's nearly Christmas. You've stolen my joke. I very like Sheffield, but I chose it, so I don't know if that counts. Yeah, I don't see why not. But if someone talks shit about Sheffield, you wouldn't get all in a huff about it, and you'd just have a laugh, wouldn't you? Or you might not. I don't know. Just scare some people on the platform. It's lovely, isn't it? What a oh. I mean, apart from if you'd sort of yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? It's nice. We've got like 4 minutes to kill here, so we might as well go and see. There's fish and chips, English and Chinese meals to take away, Barber's Barbershop, Torrens, and a place that's got a sale on. Looks like a little wreck. Sorry mate, I'll get out of the way. Was I actually... I can hold up car trap. I didn't know that. That's crazy. Look at this guy, he's driving on the fucking pavement like. I had no idea. Get the spider camera. That's amazing. I love that. Got some messages here. New series. Oh no, it's called Messages. The TV series is called Messages. What building's that? Anyone? Anyone know? Anyone know? Looks like it's somewhere in Manchester. I haven't got a clue though. It just looks like a building that would be in Manchester. If anyone knows, let me know. Got an LNER water refill point, which is pretty nice. What timetable? London King's Cross. Calling it Grantham and London King's Cross. Nice. This is a really nice detail station. Would you like to travel behind some Hellfire haulage? Try the Class 37. Well, this is our train, so we're only going to Doncaster. What I would really like to see. This is a good question. If you could have any train route, Francis is. Is that actually Francis? Is that actually? I just thought it was some random person, to be honest with you. It is. Oh my god, I didn't know that. It's quite good. That's droll. I remember when they had Pringles adverts in this at one point. It was very strange. Here's a good question for you. For the Trainee X. Oh, that's a good name for you, actually. Trainee X. That's a good one. Anyone come up with anything better than Trainee X? Trainheads. If you could put any route or any train into this game, what would it be and why? Personally, there is a lead station in this, but it's set in like 1986, so it's the old sort of lead station. It looks a bit naff. Not because it's been, like, not in the game it looks naff, but just in real life it looked naff. One train I would really like to see, or station I'd like to see, is York. Ideally, what I would like to see is this East Coast main line go, so at the moment it just goes Peterborough to Doncaster. I would love it if they extended it so it went all the way down to King's Cross and all the way up to like York or something like that. Maybe even further, like, and then it, you know, could you imagine if it went all the way up to like Edinburgh? You just do like a seriously long train journey. That would be great, wouldn't it? It might be a bit big, but you know, it is what it is. Right, let's go. 1304, we're getting at Doncaster. Thomas and his Magic Railway, driven by Alec Baldwin, popping a friend out the window. For fuck's sake. I found something out about that movie, Joel. I don't think I've talked about it. Who's seen that film, by the way? Thomas and the Magic Railroad. Came out in about 2000-ish. It's got Alec Baldwin, the kid from Matilda, and a few others. I think, is it Peter Fonda's in it as well? I watched that film as a kid, and we're going far too fast. Are we? Yes, we are. We should... No, there we go. I watched that film as a kid. Now, at some point before the end, before we get to Doncaster, we need to slow down because I think there's a red signal somewhere. So we need to be really careful about that. I watched Thomas and the Magic Railroad for the 5th time. I'll finally get this point out. As a kid, and I didn't get it. It made no sense to me. I haven't watched it since. Maybe it would make more sense now, but I was, you know, maybe like 5 when I saw it. Made no sense. I found out the other week. The reason it doesn't make sense is because the villain in the film, which in the final cut is a train called Diesel 10, I believe. Something like that. He wasn't the main villain in the original version of the film. The villain in the original version of the film was some guy called P.T. Boomer or something like that, who was the main villain, right? They did test screenings. They made the film, finished the film. They did test screenings, and most of the feedback they got was that this guy called P.T. Boomer was too scary for kids. He's not. You can Google it. It's just a guy in some goggles. I think he actually shows up in the final version of the film, but he's just like an extra or like a background character or something like that. It's not scary. It's just a guy. It's just a guy with big goggles on. This is the house I was talking about, by the way. Imagine living here. Next to a giant... Bear in mind that not all trains stop at Retford, so some trains will be going down here, you know, 100+ miles an hour, multiple times a day. I mean, you've just got a little house here. With a swing and a trampoline and stuff. You could probably trampoline onto the tracks and stuff. And I looked this up on Street View, and this house does exist. It is real, and it looks like that. They've pretty much nailed it, and it has got a trampoline and swings in the background. I think the Street View pictures from like up here, it's just bizarre. Anyway, let me finish this point about Thomas and the Magic Railroad. Basically, this main villain, the feedback that they got was that he was too scary for kids. He's not. So basically, they had to rewrite the entire film to omit him from it and make the train the main villain instead. Which is why half the stuff makes no sense. It's just because it's sort of like all been like muddled together at the last minute. So yeah, there you go. How is the... Am I too loud compared to the game, by the way? Or is the game too loud? Could I be turned up or down? Or is it alright? Stop speeding here. Given York's train history, it's baffling they don't have it in the game. Yeah, I agree, Snorbuckle. I would also... What would be really great to see in this... I don't think they do it, but wouldn't it be great if you could like have a virtual tour around the National Railway Museum in this? And you could go up to like the what's it called, the Mallard and stuff. Wouldn't that be great? I've not been there in years. I would love to go again. If anyone wants to go to the National Railway Museum at some point, let me know, because I'd love to go again. I've not been since I was a kid. Yeah. Gonna do some work. Have a good day. You too, Joel. Take care, mate. Have a good one. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Sorry. Have you seen that house I'm right with that's part of a train station? Yes, I have. I was going to send it to Fruits and I haven't done yet. It's great, isn't it? Could you imagine just waking up, opening your curtains, and there's just a train platform there? I'm going to put it in the chat if anyone wants to see this. It's like, is it 800,000? £850,000. Check this out. It's pretty good. Yeah, I'd love to buy that. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be so good? Road trip? Yeah. I mean, it's not a road trip for me, it's a train trip to get to York. Well, it's 2 train trips to get to York, but... You know, I'd love to go, because it's right by the train station as well. Also, York's just such a great place. Seriously, if anyone's free at some point and just wants to go on a trip to the National Railway Museum for a day, I think it's free entry. I think. Let's just go. Let's do it. Why not? I'm unemployed. I have no commitments whatsoever. It's nice. It's not nice. Well, swings and roundabouts in it. You've never been to York? I think you'd like it there. It's very good. It's yeah. It can get busy, especially around Christmas. It can get quite busy because it's a very sort of Christmassy kind of town, if that makes sense. There's like Christmas markets and stuff like that. But it's a lovely place. It's really nice. My grandma lives on the outskirts. So I've been quite a few times. I can have a day in York mid-December free, so I may hit you up. Let's do it. Let's do it. Why not? It might be a little bit busy. Well, I mean, the Railway Museum won't be that busy, but yeah. You'll have to find a good cafe where I can get a nice yogurt in York. Probably. But yeah, that'd be nice. It was last December that I went down to Sheffield, wasn't it? Shame I haven't come down to this. I was going to go, I don't know if I told you this, no, I think I sort of abandoned the idea. I was going to go down to Sheffield about a month ago because there was a jacket that I really wanted on Decathlon and it sold out online and it was really cheap because it was like on clearance and the last one they had was in Sheffield and I had to go click and collect it and I was so tempted to be, it was on like a Tuesday afternoon that I was looking at this and I was like, should I just go into Sheffield tomorrow and pick this up? Yeah, Paul, is it Paul Dano? Paul Dano? It's my Riddler jacket, yeah. And I was tempted to just literally to go into Sheffield just to pick up a coat from Decathlon. It would have been worth it. It would have been worth the train money. So like it's 15 quid-ish return from Sheffield. It's not bad. I don't even know if that's including a rail card, to be honest with you. But yeah, no couple of nice places in York, but everywhere's so small. It is, isn't it? Especially in December, everything's quite. It does get busy in December, but I don't mind that too much, you know. I quite like that sort of small fish in a big pond kind of feeling that I get with that. That bustling kind of atmosphere. And I like Christmas. The last few years I've been a very Christmassy man. I'm really getting into Christmas. Yeah. It'd be good. I'd love to go to the Railway Museum. Thank you for Betty's with the tourists. No, absolutely not. I think I saw it. The last time I went into York was with a friend while I was at uni, because I think we did some field recording there in like around December. He was doing some field recording for one of his uni modules. And right, do you see at the top right? There's on that line that shows where we're going. There's a little blue line. That's where we're stopping. That red signal before that, we've got to stop by that red signal. Okay. So I'm going to start braking now. Sydney Grant, because I had to speak to a client IRL, can you come back and pick me up? No. You can go and ask your big friend Maggie to pick you up. It's a little bit laggy here, isn't it? Just a little bit. It's not terrible. I have got all the graphics settings on like the highest pretty much, so you know, it is what it is. Right, we'll just coast for a bit here. We've got 4 minutes to go a mile, so I think we'll be fine. Take me to heaven, Maggie. Yeah. Sorry, like I was saying, Snore, I keep losing my train of thought. Get it? Train joke. We better not pass this signal now. I'm really scared that we're going to pass this signal now. Is that the signal there? We need a brake. We need a brake. We need a brake. Emergency brake. This is the signal up here. We can't get past this. Okay, well, I think we should be fine. This is the signal that I went past last time. Right. Literally, Doncaster's right there. That's how annoying it was. That so stupid. Yeah, me and my friend went to a little tea room, and it was really nice. It was not terribly busy. But it was nice. And then I think about 6 months later, in sort of the middle of May, we went back in. And we went into that tea room again. It was really good. Maybe you overshoot any signal before. I think it was London to Brighton. Yeah, I do have a tendency to overshoot signals in this. I'm really bad at it. Look at Doncaster, everyone. Sorry. Didn't mean to subject you to that. And we're here a minute ahead of schedule. Well, a minute and 15. Isn't that nice? Folks, I've nailed that. I've absolutely nailed that. London to Brighton line's pretty good in this. It's unfortunate that the London to Brighton line that's in this is not the one that I went on when I went to Brighton. I think it follows some of it. But the one I went on was from St Pancras to Brighton. Whereas I think the one in this is Victoria to Brighton. And I think it goes a different route for a lot of it. Look at that. A little bit of speeding there. Kind of fucked it there. A little bit of speeding every now and then. Generally speaking, I've nailed that. 79 miles. Took an hour and 6 minutes. Look at the stop accuracy. Within 3 yards every stop. That one within 1 yard. 1.72, 2.89, 1.3. Got to Grantham 2 minutes early. Got to Newark 1 minute early. Got to Retford 2 minutes early. Got to Doncaster 1 minute early. I should be a train driver if I wasn't incredibly anxious about all the responsibility of it. Isn't that nice? Call him the sniper. They do. They always say that, Adam. They're always calling me that. Yeah. Just need to add doggies. That would be good. I was going to say something else, but it just sounded weird in my head, so I'm not going to say it. What'd you get for leveling up? I don't know. I don't actually think you get anything. I'm not entirely sure. What's good about this is that it's actually imported my profile from a previous Train Sim World, so you can actually... Look, I can import Roger Prodlington from Train Sim World 2. If you remember that. Date created November 15th, 2021. And then I can also import Swiss Knee from Train Sim World 3. If I wanted to. But I've gone with BapyCal, which I think was also Train Sim World 3. Imported that one. But yeah, Roger Prodlington. Could bring him back in a big way. It's crazy. To the trains. What time is it? 11:17. Should we do a short route? Should we do a little short one? Let's do... I did this one the other day. Last night. Was it Preston to Blackpool? It was pretty good. Roger's looking sharp. Yeah, he is, isn't he? Time's absolutely flown by the past 4 or 5 years. I know. So look, we can get in the class 142. There's all these liveries for it. I have also got this northern livery, which you can't see on here. I think I might go with the... Oh, do you know what? We'll go with the Arriva trains pacer. How about that? Let's do Blackpool North to... Let's do like an evening one. I've done Blackpool North to Leeds. You can see that there. Let's do Manchester Victoria to Blackpool. So we'll start in Preston and we'll go to Blackpool. Let's make it 1st of November. Let's make it a little bit cloudy. So it's gonna be 4:30. So it's gonna be quite. It's gonna be a bit of a night one, like an evening-y sort of one. Should be nice. Let's do it. Let's do it. It's going to be really sort of really gritty northern kind of thing, you know. Time's flown by. Time, I know. I hate it. I really hate it. So here we go. Unlock doors. Don't quite know how to do it in this, so I'll just have to use the hotkey. There you go. This is the train rent. Look at this. It is. The thing about this skin that I've downloaded is that it is a Wales one. Doesn't make much sense, but whatever. It's just one of those little 2-car pacer trains. It's nice, isn't it? I do believe he's in his 80s. Yeah. Right. Let's set up the train. Master key on. Versa forward. Again, I believe... No, this one is 2 different ones. So there's a throttle lever and then there's also a brake one. Which is fine because I know the hotkeys for them. It's just something to bear in mind. I don't know about the safety thing in this, so I'm not going to turn it on. We'll just have a nice time with this. So this is Preston, I believe. It's quite nice, isn't it? Look at it, smells of cigarettes. Exactly. Exactly. Anyone ever been to Preston? Preston train station? So we're going to Blackpool North. Should be nice. Yeah. Sorry that it says Wales. If anyone's a real stickler for that kind of thing, I apologise. But here's what it is. But yeah, this is like a really old school kind of thing. The good thing about this one is it's only a 2-carriage one, so it does like accelerate pretty fast. It feels like it zips around quite a bit, which I quite like. Yeah. Yeah, it's a very... It does smell of cigarettes in my head. Okay. 31. Lock the doors. Let's just make sure the brake is not an emergency. Some release. Here we go. Listen to that. That's so loud, isn't it? Sorry. I'm going to turn this down to about 60%. I'm going to turn it down even further because it's still really loud. 40? Is that still really loud? Am I alright talking like this and you being able to hear me over it, or is it still too much? It's better. Could it be better though? Could I turn it down more? It's better translates to I need turning it down even more. See, we were on 100% before. Now this one needs to be on like 25. How about that? Look at that. Zipping down there. That's it. Nice. Good stuff. I'm going to see if I can do a pacer train. I don't know if it's possible. If I can do a pacer train on the Leeds to Manchester... I think it's Manchester Victoria route. That would be interesting. I've not tried that. I'm not turning on safety systems for this one. I've not done the tutorial for it, so. That needs to get potatoes out of his ears. Wow. Harsh words. Look at that. Isn't that so disgustingly British? I say it's weird that we're using a Wales train for this, and yes, I guess it is. But I saw something where Northern, which is obviously based in the north of England, borrowed trains from ScotRail. Here we go, full pelt down here now. So Northern trains, sometimes they turn up and they just be ScotRail trains. Strange. But it's not unrealistic, is what I would say. So anyone who's crying about it, you get a grip. Get a grip on reality, first of all, and then get a grip on everything else, and then you'll be laughing. How is the volume? Is it okay? I'm gonna if I watch back the VOD and that first route that you're on, bear in mind it was on 100% volume, if that is stupidly loud and you can't hear me, I'm gonna be so mad. That's my finger, by the way. Just to let you know. Just in case you were wondering. I'd be very upset. I keep pressing that button. I don't mean to. Look at that. Lanka Asphalt Limited. Don't know why I said that in a Yorkshire accent. I say that like I'm not from Yorkshire myself, but you know what I mean. First route was great, second good after your adjustments. How could the second route be great, Nightlights? What do I need to improve? I want this to be the best experience. Can I just say, by the way, I think I've really done a great job in terms of mixing the music with the vibe of the train sim. Miles Davis and train simulators. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought? They go hand in hand. Ducking maybe? Train down by like 5%. It's perfect. I'll meet you in the middle. Miles Davis was a big fan of Microsoft Train Simulator back in the day. Yeah. Speaking of, did anyone see that news article? I think Joel sent me something related to it about Helen Mirren and what she was saying about Kurt Cobain. She was going, it's so sad that Kurt Cobain died before he could experience GPS technology. Apparently it's not the first time that she said something like that, specifically about Kurt Cobain. Apparently she's always got, yeah, she said it multiple times. She's always going to be like, oh, it's so sad that Kurt Cobain died before the internet and all that sort of thing. It's very Partridge, it was, wasn't it? It's such a puzzling thing to say. It always reminds me of that, do you know that meme where it's like R.I.P. person you would have loved thing? It's like that. R.I.P. Kurt Cobain, you would have loved GPS technology. Very strange thing to say. We're only a mile away now, but we should brake a bit quicker because we're only a short train, so we'll wait until it's about 0.6 miles away. Might be a bit of a... In fact, you know what? Let's just start braking now, because I've forgotten the brakes are on a different thing. Sounds like she's saying a dog style joke. Yeah, it's a weird one. Very strange one. Kurt Cobain. Yeah, he was Irish, famously. Nightlights knew him. I think we've broken too early here. Broken? Braked? Is it braked if you're like... specifically talking about a train? Who knows? We're here like a minute early as well, so... Found out my mum didn't go to that Meatloaf concert, felt gutted. Did she lie to you? Or did you misinterpret what she said? I've not gauged this braking correctly in the slightest, but whatever. Doesn't matter. What a lovely sunset, by the way. Look at that. So this is it says Salwick. I'm gonna go on a limb here and say that's pronounced Solic. If anyone knows if I'm correct or not, do let me know, because northern places do often have a bit of a funny thing with that sort of thing. It's not going to be pronounced Salwick. It's going to be Solwick or Solwick or Solic or something like that. I don't know. Entered status quo played moat. I don't know what to believe. Well, you should ask Snorbuckle about that, because famously he was in the status quo fan club. So if anyone was to know the answer to that, it would be he. Look at these sheep, by the way. Cute. Pretty good. It's true. Salt Lick. Is that actually how it's pronounced? Salt Lick? Salt Lake City. Like, Salt Lake City. Right, let's turn the brakes off. Listen to this go now. That's me there, look. Nice. This is Planet Zoo 2. I wish. I wish. Absolute beauty. It's nice, isn't it? So the next stop is Kirkham and Wesham. Probably Wesham, I would guess. Could be wrong. Kirkham and Wesham. You've been on something like this? A train? Have you? An old pacer train? I'd imagine most people in the chat in the UK have been on a pacer train, if they've been on trains in the past 40 years. I don't think they use so much anymore. I think this route is set in like 1999, I believe, or 19... No, it's not 1999. It's like 1986 or something. I think this route is set. So, look at the sunset. Isn't that nice? Isn't that lovely? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, a lot of the pacer trains. So this is a pacer train, 142. But I think like there's like 141, 142, 143, maybe 144, 145, possibly as well. Could be lying about those ones. They're all classed within this pacer train category, which is basically, and I probably can show you this since I haven't got safety on, it's essentially just a bus chassis used on a train. So I can sit in the second class seat here. We're slowing down because I'm not doing something. Let's go. Let's go. What have I done? Do I just need to start again? Just... There we go. That's fine. Battery ran out. Well, this is diesel then, look. Here's one for you. Here's one for the real train heads in the track. In the track. Let's hear it in the track. The diesel battery went out. Yeah. So there's a thing that some train spotters and stuff like, which is when with the horn, some train drivers will do something that is colloquially, excuse me, referred to as an Ilkley, which was of interest to me because I'm from Ilkley. Well, not from Ilkley, but I live basically in Ilkley. And it's where they do this. Didn't really nail it there. Again, didn't nail it. Which is the melody of a song called On Ilkley Moor Bartat, which is like Yorkshire speak for something. We need to stop. We need a break. We need a break big time. We need a break really big time here. Massive, because the stop's right here. I've ballsed it. Anyway. We should be alright, actually. Why are we still stopping? Is it? Oh, okay. Sorry. If anyone wants to get on the train, you're going to have to come down here. The train's moving. Hang on. That's fine. No problem. You ever found yourself on Ilkley Moor Bartat? I have, actually, yeah. I have. So, there you go. Anyway, that's what they call it. This train doesn't do it so well for some reason. It's when it goes bow, 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 bow. And then there's also one which they call a reverse Ilkley, which I quite like because it makes it sound really technical. But it's just the same thing but the other way around. So it's again, you can't quite do it. Yeah, it's a bit of a tricky one to do with that. Never mind. Is what it is. I did kind of... The platform for this is massive. Hello? Oh, there you go. It's loading again. Nice. Gotta wait here for a minute now. Yeah, it sounds like a skateboarding trick. Yeah, it's in the reverse Ilkley. That's an incredible level of train nerdry. Yeah. Yeah. It's good. Google it. Google trains Ilkley horn or something like that. It might come up. If you put trains Ilkley, it's just going to show you trains coming and going from Ilkley train station. But yeah, there's quite a few. I was in the UK trains subreddit, which is great, by the way. And there was someone that posted one. It was like, I don't know, they did the full name of the train, so it would have been like, for this one it'd be 142074 reverse Ilkley. And it was just a little train going past, going bah, 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 bah. It's great. I love it. I don't get excited by that stuff, but oh, we need to wait until 16:30. Sorry. I'll unlock them again. Ooh, fire warning system test. Spare guard screen. Guard here. Is there a cab light in here somewhere? There's gotta be. Oh, there you go. Let's turn that on. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? And let's get some headlights on as well. Right, off we go. So we're going to stop at Poulton Le Field, which is, I love train station, or just British place names like that. It's like, you ever see those memes and it's talking about the noise this is making? It's because I've still got the fucking brake on. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Yeah. What a noise that was. We're just going to go 30 down here, because the speed limit turns into 30 in a second anyway, so... 360 reverse Oakley to no slide. Yeah, it sounds exactly like that. I worry if I Google reverse Oakley, I'm going to find something salacious. I'd never do that to you, Snowball. I would never make your monocle fall out like that. Oh, train genius, I know. I know. Let's just go down to throttle 2. Should take us down to 30 by the limit. It's only 30 for a second, it goes up to 40 and then it goes up to 70, so it's just around here. I imagine there's a couple of junctions that we've got to go through. Passengers absolutely riding at the screeching. I mean, this would have been a little bit over the limit there, but never mind. This would have been 1980 something, so they probably would have been used to this kind of noise, I would imagine. Right, let's barrel down here now. Oh yeah. That's really scenic as well. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Really nice. Fuck's sake. I didn't realise you could accelerate the train while the brake was on. I thought the brake would just overpower it, to be honest with you, but shows what I know. I'm really enjoying this, by the way, can I just say? I think the idea of doing a cheeky little morning stream every now and then, where we just get on the train and go somewhere, it's nice. I could get used to it. I really could. Maybe we'll keep the Miles Davis on, maybe we'll put something else on next time, I don't know, we'll see. I think Miles Davis is the right vibe though. Maybe not like the sort of Bitches Brew and that kind of thing, might be a bit too much, but the 50s stuff. Now the engine and the brake fight, so he becomes the victor, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Turn the throttle off. When's the next stop? 4 miles, it's fine. So I was saying, I really like... You ever seen the train memes? Where they're like, they're basically just making up station names, and they just say things like muck and that kind of thing. That Poulton Le Filed definitely sounds like that. I might not even be pronouncing that correctly, but it sounds like that kind of thing, and I really like that. We get a lot around here, so there's a train on that I go on a lot that stops at a place called Burley and Wharfdale. It's just very, very British. In a way, jazz is the opposite of trains, that you're on rails and can't really improvise. Yeah, I mean you can improvise because I can turn on the brakes at the same time as I'm turning on the throttle, but yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, but they complement themselves, they complement each other really well, don't they? Brad, welcome in. How's it going? Lovely to see you. Jazz is like the humble hovercraft. Yeah. God, wouldn't it be great if they had like maglevs in this and stuff? I don't think they'll add that ever, but you know, that would be nice. How are you doing, Brad? Welcome in. Look at the sky. Isn't this so British? It's raining a little bit. Oh crap. Hi mate, you alright? The coldness of this train is comforting me in a way I didn't know was possible. I posted something on Blue Sky yesterday that was very much this kind of very British vibe that I was going for. And I think you'd like it, Lep. And it was a picture of this train. It was just in a train station. It was this kind of weather. It was raining. It was cloudy. It was like, 4:30 on a November or December evening or something like that. And I just said, like, imagine this. You've been out all day. You're tired. You just want to get home and get into bed. You're cold. You go into the train station. You go to Greggs or a Greggs-like equivalent. And you get yourself a sausage roll. And it's lukewarm. It's warmish. It's a little bit warm, but that's it. But it's all you've got. And then you get on one of these trains. And it's simultaneously the worst and best train ride of your life. Because it's incredibly uncomfortable, but also it's dry. There's something very comforting about that, I find. I didn't find it other than work being work and office being office. I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that, Brad. Hopefully, it is Friday, so that's not bad, is it? Got that to look forward to. Isn't this so British? Oh, it's raining a bit. Oh, crap. Yeah, pretty much. It's not just that, though. It's also, the crap train that, should have been binned 20 years before. And the warmish sausage roll from Greggs that you paid too much money for. Greggs is quite shit, that's my opinion. I think if you're in the north like this, you'd probably be going to a Pound Bakery or a Couplands if they have those in Lancashire. Which are always a lot nicer. They're a lot nicer than Greggs. And they're cheaper, so... You like the shite bin. Yeah, I do as well. I do. When I'm in a place like that, I'm like, this is crap, isn't it? But in a weird way, I wouldn't have it any other way. In a sense. It's belting it down now. I really don't like driving trains when it's wet, because I can't gauge how much the wheels are going to slide. We're late, by the way. We're considerably late for this. But it's fine, it's raining, so... And it was British Rail in the 80s, so... Really, I think in terms of the realism, we've done a bang-up job. Nailed that, by the way. Always established that people going on about Greggs being god-tiered to make up for them not having a personality. Brad, I'm glad you said it, because otherwise I would have said it. And I wouldn't have liked to have said it, but it is true. Give me a sausage roll. Yeah, it's the same people that buy the Greggs merch from... Shit, we need to go. From Primark. Have I got... Was it... Oh no, it was Barbie, wasn't it? I was going to say, I thought I had a picture of Snorbuckle in Greggs merch, but it was Barbie merch, wasn't it? Yeah, I get it. It's really a part of... It's that kind of British culture that I just don't identify with in the slightest. Have you heard that song? What was that song that you showed me, Snorbuckle? Called like Basic or something like that? If you can share that with Brad. If Brad's not heard it. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That kind of like, oh, I'm going to Greggs, what a mad lad, sort of thing. It's like, it's just a sausage roll, mate. The Kenough hoodie, yeah, that's what. Yeah, I've got a great picture of Snorbuckle in the Kenough. It's like a Oodie kind of thing almost, I think. It wasn't a hoodie, it was more like a sort of dressing gown hoodie kind of hybrid. Sans Beanstalk, that's the one, yeah. It's a terrifying... I don't like it. Speaking of, I showed an American friend of mine that song. Because I think Americans have it in their head that Britain stereotypes are actually like... people going about crumpets and tea and all that sort of thing. It's not. I know that's like the American stereotype. But I think the British culture is a lot more intricate than that. I think that... Where's the windscreen wipers? Oh, we need to turn the destination light on. Let's turn the heater on as well, because God knows it's going to be... There we go. The British cosplay, yeah. Not a fan of it. Same as people whose entire personality is based on being northern. Yeah, I don't. It's beyond me. Snorbuckle. So I showed my American friend that song, Basic, by Sans Miso. I also showed them a song that Adam played on his stream a while ago, which was Biscuit Tin by Get Down Services, I think it's called, because that's a very British thing. And I also showed them Fit But You Know It by The Streets, which didn't make it big in America, which is understandable, but that I think is also quite British. Yeah. Not sure why I'm being so intolerant today. It's fine. This is a safe space for intolerance, if nothing else. Here we go. So we're stopping at Leighton now. Again, we're 2 minutes late. Bit of a boo-boo on my part, but it's fine. Hiya, Manikai. How's it going? Welcome in. Good to see you. I'm from the north. Are you actually from the north, Brett? Skidding a bit. Never mind. I'm from Leeds, born and bred, mate. So, you know. And Snorbuckle's York, I think. Right, lock the doors. Off we pop. Next stop is Blackpool North. Oh no, it's go via location. So I think after this it's probably Blackpool North. If I want to accurately demonstrate what British culture is like, I'll just direct someone to watch every Sans Beast video. Yeah, exactly. This is what I was trying to do, basically. This is miserable, isn't it? It's miserable, but it's so oddly comforting. I don't know why. You know. Good talk, how are you? I'm doing alright, thanks, Manikai. I'm not too bad. I'm not too bad. There's a red signal coming up, so I'm going to have to be careful with this. I think we might have to stop for it. Which is a shame, because I can't really see it up ahead. Very liminal. Yeah, it is a little bit, isn't it? It is a little bit. I'm just going to go really slow down here. I don't know where this red signal is, you see. See, if an actual train driver was driving this route, they'd know this stuff just by memory, so they wouldn't have to be going, oh, where's the red? They just know this stuff, but, you know. That's not me, so. I can't see where the signal actually is. Is it just where this blue thing is here? We might as well just crawl down here because it'll take us, we'll speed up quicker. If this turns yellow or green in a second, then, you know, this will speed up. It's vile, isn't it? It's horrible. Right, let's stop here. Oh, you can see it up ahead, I think. So. it's that there. But we'll just crawl down like this. It's fine. We just gotta wait now. Oh, it's Blackpool North is the final stop. So we're getting... Oh, we should be there in a minute, but we're not, obviously. Never mind. Next time I'm on the train, I'll just put the VOD on of this and train set myself. I saw a video of someone on a train. And then... No, it was a video of them playing a game on train sim route. And then they're like... The camera zooms out and they're on a train. Playing that exact route on their laptop at the exact same time. I'm not sure if they were actually doing that for a laugh or if they were just sort of... You know, just doing it for a meme or whatever. We just gotta wait for this now. How can I be late? I mean, how can I be early for this if this signal's gonna stop here? It's been red for like 5 minutes now. They're controlling the train like you. Exactly, Lit. That's exactly what they were doing. They're playing Forza 4, then coming to Edinburgh. Yeah. There is, we could do an Edinburgh line on this next time. They've got Edinburgh to Glasgow, I believe, is one of the lines. I think there's a couple of Edinburgh ones. I think they've got an underground? It might be a Glasgow underground, or it might be... Does Edinburgh have an underground? I don't know. Well, I'll have a look. Maybe we'll do that next time. I like the UK ones, so I'm probably going to stick to those for the time being. But Glasgow has a subway. Okay, it might be Glasgow then. It's miserable, isn't it? Blackpool. Again, please ignore that it says Wales on the train. I did not realise when I downloaded it that it was a Riva Wales. But it doesn't matter. I think we just gotta wait here, folks. I don't know when this ends. I ain't got a clue. Is it lost? There is a possibility that this is bugged, and this trait it'll just stay red forever. That is possible. I don't know. We'll give it a bit of time. Should we give it until 17:10? Don't know when this ends. An appropriate sentiment for Blackpool. Yeah, I've never been, but I can only imagine. You know. Music's not fitting the vibe check right now. Should we skip it forward a little bit? A little bit better. A little bit better. If you like roller coasters and deprivation, my two favourite things. That's why I'm buying Planet Coaster 2. I'm not actually buying Planet Coaster 2. I'm going to wait until it comes out and then see what everyone thinks about it. Because I'm not paying 40 quid for a game. I'm not pre-ordering games anymore, like just as a blanket rule. Absolutely not. I don't trust it. My Planco mates have been losing their mind. I was saying the other day, Manikai, if they get it right, if they manage to get it right, and I think Frontier are more likely to get it right than other game devs. I'm thinking like City Skylines 2, like Snore says, was an almighty mess when it came out. I would say if they get it right, Planet Coaster 2 could be my favourite game of all time. It could be. There's a pretty decent chance that it could become my favourite game of all time. If it comes out and the reviews for like the first week are really good, I'll buy it. What I might do at some point is do like a little week of streams. I was going to do it in September. I don't know if you remember this, or like August. I can't remember. I was going to do a little week of streams. I think it was September. Then I got ill. I had a cold. I didn't feel up to it. And then I thought I'll do it in October. And then I got ill again. So provided I'm not ill the third time, I think in a couple of weeks. Maybe. We could do a week of streams. And if Planet Coast is good, I might plump 40 quid on it. Or get it from CD Keys for like 25 or something like that. But it'd be like the old days. You know? Prince Philip and all that. Worth. Hopefully, Max. Hopefully. What I was thinking, I don't think they're adding this, but wouldn't it be incredible if you could import your old park from Planet Coaster 1 into Planet Coaster 2? Imagine that. Imagine importing my old park and just carrying on from where we left off. Could you imagine? We wouldn't have to move about any of the Prince Philip rides or Sad Little Life, Jane, if you remember that was in there. We had Maneater. Break My Stride. We had the train that went through the little forest. We had the lakeside park. The huge lake in the middle. Chicken dippers. Bird's Eye Crispy Chicken dippers. What else do we have? There's probably still a black one somewhere, I'd imagine. Could you imagine if that just just straight away just let you import all that stuff? I think this is broken, by the way. Because I was late, possibly. I don't know. But yeah, it'd be pretty good if that was a thing. We're so close to the end. I'm stuck. Do you want to reset the physics of the simulation so you can start over on setting up the loco? No. Yes? Should we just see what this does? I just turned my train off. Okay. Hang on. Thank you. Can't see this shit. Heated screen? Yeah, let's go for it. I think it's gooched, for lack of a better word. I don't know. Think you were late, so you reached the end of traffic script already? I don't think it should do that though, Snore, because if that was the case, then it would not let you be late at all, because the game would just break. I think it must take into account that you are late sometimes. I think it might just be bugged, which is a shame, because it was quite good there. I think they will. It feels like Frontier engage with the audience a lot more. They do. I'm still in the Frontier influencer program. Which I don't really know what that means anymore. I have requested full disclaimer, I have requested a key from them for Planet Coaster 2. But for some reason I couldn't choose Twitch as my platform. I had to pick YouTube. So I think if I do stream Planet Coaster 2, I would have to like multi-stream it. Which isn't the worst thing in the world. But yeah, a weird one there. I don't quite understand the Frontier Influencer program because it doesn't seem like there's anything that you get from joining it that you can't get from not joining it, if that makes sense. In the sense that if you join it and you want to request a key, for example, it just takes you to Keymailer. But you can just sign up to Keymailer and request a key from that anyway. Like, it doesn't actually make a difference if you... I don't know, unless I'm missing something with it. I think there might be some like key art that you can download from their website. You know, like if you're making like thumbnails, or I think there's also like stream backgrounds and stuff that you can download from them. But I don't think there's anything like It doesn't make a difference in terms of, like, you don't get any, like, free merch, and I'm not expecting any, but you don't get any free merch, you don't get any free games, it's just all done through Keymailer anyway. I don't know. It's a weird one. Okay, fuck this. Let's spad it. Let's spad it and call it there. Whatever. Bit of a shame there. Alas. Something that repeats as a journalist, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I think that was just an ad board. Yeah, it might have just been an ad board. I'm not sure. Can't quite remember. Okay, folks. That's it for me today.